Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good. So, in the last class, we have discussed about the introduction of the Constitution. Also, we have discussed about the futures of the Constitution. So, now let us discuss about the fundamental rights. What are fundamental rights? The rights which are considered as essential for all-round development and well-being citizens of a country are called a fundamental rights. These fundamental rights are also called a soul of the constitution. As we know that we have the 448 articles in a 25 parts. Our fundamental rights included in the third part of the Indian Constitution. And we have the three organs of the government. Which are the three organs of the government? Legislature, executive, and judiciary. These are the three organs of the government. But these three organs do not have any rights to violate our fundamental rights. Even if any individual citizens of a country feels that if someone is violating their fundamental rights, means they can go to the court. They can go to court and can approach the court to get it fundamental rights. And which article provides or guarantees our rights to move to the Supreme Court for the enforcement of the rights. The article number 32 guarantees that the citizens can move to the Supreme Court for enforcement of their fundamental rights. Then, how many rights, fundamental rights we have? Totally, we have the 6 fundamental rights are recognized by the constitutions. What are the 6 fundamental rights? The 6 fundamental rights are right to equality, right to freedom of religion, right to against exploitation, right to constitutional remedies, and cultural and educational rights. These are the 6 fundamental rights included in a third part of the Indian Constitution. Now, let us discuss about one by one. First, let us discuss about the right to equality. See, the Indian Constitution provided equality for all the citizens of the country. How? All the citizens are equal above the law. All the citizens are equal before the law. There is no one high more than the law, whether he is a common people, or minister, or chief minister, or prime minister, or president of India. All are equal before the law. And the law does not discriminate between the rich or poor, or between black or white, or between the male or female. All are equal before the law. And all the citizens have the equal opportunities to get the government jobs. But the some seats are reserved for the SC, ST, and OBC. And everyone will have the equal power to use the public property, such as the public wells, ponds, or buildings. And no one is prevented from using the public wells, ponds, or government buildings on the base of the caste, religion, or gender. Next, right to freedom. The Indian Constitution provides the certain freedoms to all the citizens of the India. What are the freedoms we have? All the citizens of India have the freedom to speech and express their ideas and their own views. And all the citizens of India have the right to assemble without any arms. All the citizens can form the associations and subunion without violating any other fundamental rights. The citizens of India have the right to move to anywhere in the country from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh and from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, anywhere can move. And even they have the rights to settle anywhere in the country, any parts in the country. And also the constitution provided right to informations under article 19 bar 1. So the article 19 bar 1 provides the right to information about what? About on the matters like how the government works, what does it, what is the functions of the government. The citizens have the right to information, and also the right to education or the right to children's to free and compulsory education between the age of 16 to 14. Which articles provide this right to education? The right to education provides by the article number 21A. So next, right to freedom of religions. As we know that India is a large country. India is a land of many religions. In India, we have the Hinduism, Islam, Christianism, Jainism, Buddhism, like that. The several religions are there in India, and the peoples are practicing the different religions. The constitution provide peoples or the freedom of religions, but it cannot be used, this freedom cannot be used to destroy the any public orders, health and morality. So what are the freedoms we have? Right to freedom of religions. What are the freedoms we have on the religions? Every citizen of India have the right to follow their own religions or adopt their religions with their choice. That should not be forced. And every religions have been given equal respect. How the Hinduism have the respect, in the same way Islam also have the same respect. In the same way Christianism also have the same respect. Every religions has to be given the equal respect, and we have no rights to impose our religion beliefs on the and practices upon the others. And right against exploitation. So in order to save the peoples, the government have, in order to save the peoples from the exploitation, the government has implemented the several laws. What are the laws it is implemented? Firstly, so implemented the minimum wages for the laborers. For both now present day, we have the government minimum wages is fixed at 275 rupees per day. This is equal for both men and women. And banned the trafficking. Trafficking means selling and buying of the human beings was banned, and forced labors were banned. And one more the government declared the children under the age of 14 years cannot be employed in the mines and factories. Mines and factories. So the child labor was banned. So in the next class, let us discuss about the right to constitutional remedies and right to cultural and educational rights. Let us discuss in the next class. Thank you.